Imagine cruising hundreds of miles from the nearest coastline. The ocean stretches endlessly in every direction. There are no cities, no roads, no crowds, and no signs of civilization. Just deep blue water meeting the horizon. Then, rising from the sea like a private floating kingdom, you spot something that seems completely out of place. Not a swimming pool, not a helipad, not a luxury penthouse. A garden, an actual garden. Trees sway gently in the ocean breeze. Carefully maintained greenery covers an entire upper deck. Walking paths wind through landscaped areas that look as though they belong in an exclusive luxury estate rather than on a vessel crossing the world's oceans. At first glance, it almost feels normal. Then reality sets in. This garden isn't sitting on land. It's sitting on top of a $600 million superyacht moving through salt air, changing weather, and open seas. And that's what makes this yacht one of the most fascinating floating creations ever built. Most people dream about owning a beautiful home overlooking the water. Some dream of owning a yacht. But for the world's wealthiest individuals, even those dreams are no longer enough. The billionaire behind this extraordinary vessel wasn't interested in simply creating another luxury yacht. He wanted to create something far more ambitious. A floating world capable of bringing every comfort of land into the middle of the ocean. The rooftop garden became the symbol of that vision. On land, gardens are everywhere. Nobody thinks twice about them. But at sea, gardens become engineering challenges. Saltwater corrodes. Strong winds threaten delicate plants. Constant movement creates instability. Every wave introduces new complications. Building a rooftop garden on a moving vessel isn't just expensive. Many would argue it's unnecessary. But that's often the difference between ordinary luxury and billionaire luxury. Ordinary luxury asks, what is practical? Billionaire luxury asks, why not? As the yacht glides through the water, guests are invited into a world that very few people on Earth will ever experience. Walking through the garden isn't simply about admiring plants. It's about forgetting you're at sea altogether. Imagine sipping your morning coffee, surrounded by greenery, while the nearest piece of land sits hundreds of miles away. The experience creates a strange contradiction. You're simultaneously connected to nature and disconnected from the world. And that feeling was exactly what the owner wanted. Many billionaires spend significant portions of their lives traveling. Private jets, luxury resorts, boardrooms, hotels, and endless schedules become part of daily life. Ironically, the more successful someone becomes, the harder it often becomes to find genuine peace. This yacht was designed to solve that problem. The garden isn't decoration. It's therapy. It's a private escape built into a vessel already designed to escape everything else. Yet remarkable as the garden may be, it's only the beginning. As guests continue exploring, another feature immediately captures attention. Positioned above the upper decks sits a private helipad. On paper, that may sound like just another luxury amenity. In reality, it reveals something important about how the world's wealthiest individuals value their time. Most people begin a vacation by driving to an airport. Then they wait. Then they board. Then they travel. Then they drive again. Even luxury travel often involves inconvenience. For the owner of this yacht, those inconveniences disappear entirely. A helicopter lifts off from a private estate, luxury resort, or city rooftop and lands directly aboard the vessel. No public terminals. No marinas. No crowds. The helipad isn't really about transportation. It's about freedom. And freedom may be the most valuable luxury money can buy. As the yacht continues its journey, guests quickly realize that every feature exists for a reason. Nothing has been added merely to increase the price tag. Every element solves a specific problem while enhancing the experience of life at sea. Take the owner's deck, for example. Many luxury yachts offer private suites. This vessel takes privacy to an entirely different level. The owner occupies an entire section of the yacht that feels more like a private penthouse than a cabin. Floor-to-ceiling glass surrounds expansive living areas. Private lounges overlook the ocean. Dedicated terraces provide uninterrupted views of the horizon. Most luxury apartments are surrounded by neighboring buildings. This one is surrounded by entire oceans. The scale becomes difficult to comprehend. For many people, owning a waterfront home represents a lifelong achievement. Here, the waterfront changes every day. One morning might begin along the French Riviera. The next could unfold near a private Caribbean island. The scenery constantly evolves while the comfort remains unchanged. This is where yacht ownership begins to separate itself from traditional luxury real estate. A mansion is fixed. A superyacht moves. The owner's world travels with him. As guests move deeper into the vessel, they discover another defining characteristic of billionaire living: exclusivity. The main salon resembles the lobby of a world-class luxury hotel, yet only a handful of people may ever experience it at one time. Custom furnishings, rare materials, and handcrafted details fill every corner. Everything feels intentional. Nothing feels mass-produced. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect isn't what guests can see. It's what they don't see. Hidden beneath the polished surfaces and elegant interiors lies an astonishing engineering system working around the clock. Fresh water must be produced. Electricity must power every system. Stabilizers must counteract ocean movement. Climate control systems must maintain perfect temperatures regardless of location. Most luxury homes connect to city infrastructure. This yacht creates its own infrastructure. It functions like a private floating city. And maintaining that city comes at an extraordinary cost. Many people focus on the $600 million purchase price. Yet the true scale becomes apparent when considering annual operations. Maintaining a vessel of this magnitude requires a dedicated crew, constant upkeep, advanced technology, and logistical coordination that rivals large commercial operations. The annual operating budget alone could purchase luxury homes in some of the world's most desirable locations, year after year. For most people, that's almost impossible to imagine. For billionaires, it's the price of maintaining complete freedom. And freedom continues to reveal itself throughout the yacht. Hidden garages house luxury tenders capable of transporting guests to private beaches and exclusive destinations. Water toys wait beneath deck, ready to transform the ocean into a personal playground. Every detail supports a single goal: ensuring guests never need to leave the yacht unless they want to. This creates a fascinating contrast. Most vacations involve traveling from one activity to another. On this yacht, the destination comes to you. The ocean becomes your backyard. Private islands become weekend stops. Entire coastlines become temporary neighborhoods. As extraordinary as these experiences sound, the emotional appeal of the yacht goes deeper than luxury itself. The vessel represents something increasingly rare in modern life: control. Most people live according to schedules created by others. Traffic determines travel times. Airports dictate routes. Hotels set rules. Cities create limitations. This yacht eliminates those limitations. Want to watch sunrise from one coastline and sunset from another? The yacht makes it possible. Want complete privacy for family and friends? The yacht provides it. Want to disappear from public view without sacrificing comfort? The yacht was built for exactly that purpose. This is why billionaire psychology often differs from conventional assumptions. People frequently believe ultra-wealthy individuals pursue larger yachts simply for status. Status certainly plays a role, but many owners are ultimately buying something much less visible. They're buying control over their environment. And nowhere is that more apparent than in the yacht's design philosophy. The rooftop garden perfectly illustrates this idea. A traditional yacht maximizes deck space for entertainment. This yacht sacrifices valuable space to create tranquility. That's not a design decision focused on showing off. It's a decision focused on improving quality of life. In many ways, the garden tells us more about the owner than any luxury material ever could. It reveals priorities. It suggests that after achieving extraordinary wealth, the owner wasn't searching for another symbol of success. He was searching for a better way to experience success. That distinction matters, because the most fascinating luxury products often emerge when money is no longer the objective. Experience becomes the objective. And this yacht is built entirely around experiences. Imagine hosting friends beneath the stars while the vessel drifts quietly through the Mediterranean. Imagine walking through the rooftop garden after dinner as soft lighting illuminates pathways surrounded by ocean views. Imagine waking up each morning knowing the scenery outside your window may be completely different from the day before. These experiences cannot be replicated by even the most expensive penthouse. The yacht isn't competing with luxury homes. It's competing with limitations themselves. As night falls, the vessel transforms once again. Exterior lighting highlights its elegant profile against the dark ocean. Reflections dance across the water. The rooftop garden glows softly above multiple decks, creating a visual scene that feels almost cinematic. From a distance, the yacht appears less like a vessel and more like a private island floating through darkness. And perhaps that's the most accurate way to describe it. Not a yacht, not a ship, a floating world. A world where nature exists on the roof, where helicopters arrive like taxis, where privacy reaches levels most people will never experience, where entire coastlines become temporary scenery. The $600 million price tag may sound shocking, but it begins to make sense when viewed through this lens. The owner didn't simply purchase transportation. He didn't simply purchase luxury. He purchased an entirely different way of living, one that combines freedom, privacy, mobility, comfort, and access into a single floating ecosystem. As technology continues advancing and the world's wealthiest individuals pursue increasingly ambitious projects, yachts like this offer a glimpse into the future of luxury itself. Not bigger televisions, not larger swimming pools, not more extravagant decorations. The future appears to be about creating complete environments, self-contained worlds tailored to the lifestyles of those who inhabit them. And few examples illustrate that future better than a rooftop garden sailing across the ocean. Because while most people dream of owning a beautiful home surrounded by nature, this yacht achieves something far more extraordinary. It carries nature with it, wherever it travels, across every ocean, past every coastline, into places where gardens were never supposed to exist. And somewhere tonight, far beyond the horizon, guests are strolling through that rooftop garden beneath the stars, surrounded by nothing but open water, experiencing a level of freedom that most people can only imagine.